All right, good morning, and thank you everybody for joining us today. I appreciate the support of everybody here behind me. Here to really point out all of the devastating effects of what happens when our law enforcement isn't supported and crime is able to take root in our communities. Due to the Joe Biden and Alyssa Slotkin policies of the last 4 years, neighborhoods have been neglected here in Lansing, crime is on the rise, and Lansing residents now live in one of the most dangerous cities in America. Lansing ranks as the 9th most dangerous city, according to violent crime statistics in the United States of America right now, and had a record number of murders last year alone. These are due to failed policies that don't hold criminals accountable for their behavior and don't hold them accountable for the decisions that they make. Our police and corrections officers put their lives on the line every day as they serve and protect us. There have been hundreds of incidents of assaults in corrections facilities across our state that have resulted in serious injuries. For officers, members of law enforcement deserve the appreciation and respect of the people of Michigan. I'm proud to have chaired the budget subcommittee for the Department of State Police in the Michigan Senate over the last 4 years, and we have continued to make higher and higher investments in our law enforcement, including investments for our local sheriff's departments as well for their local road patrol and other needs that they have. It's vital that we properly fund those who serve and protect us to reinforce their ability to do so. I'm proud today to announce endorsements by local law enforcement officials in this congressional district, including former Eaton County Sheriff Rick Jones, former Eaton County Sheriff Mike Raines, Clinton County Sheriff Sean Dush, Eaton County Prosecutor Doug Lloyd, Clinton County Prosecutor Tony Spagnolo, Shiawassee County Sheriff Brian Begole, Shiawassee County Prosecutor Scott Corner, former Livingston County Sheriff and State Representative Bob Bazat, Livingston County Prosecutor David Reeder, Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy, DeWitt Township Sergeant Don Rockford, and current police officer, 34-year law enforcement career, Captain Mike Brown. In addition to that, I've sponsored legislation in Michigan that would strengthen law enforcement across our state, and I want them to know that I have their back. Unfortunately, that isn't a widely held belief in politics today. Last year, Alyssa Slotkin voted against condemning the radical defund police movement that weakens our law enforcement. She refused to condemn President Biden when he labeled police the enemy and remained silent as Governor Whitmer slashed local department funding by executive order. This year, Slotkin has made clear that addressing our community's rampant crime and supporting law enforcement are not priorities for her. She's made a great deal about what's on whose website. She has no mention on her campaign website about crime and supporting law enforcement. Ignoring a problem may score political points with the far-left progressives that she panders to, but it does nothing to help Michigan families. There have been dozens of individuals on the terror watch list apprehended at our southern border, and an unknown number who are among the gotaways that we are struggling to apprehend. Slotkin is the chair of the House Subcommittee on Intelligence and Counterterrorism, and yet has done nothing to demand real border security. She hasn't held Biden accountable and hasn't demanded that Secretary Mayorkas resign after he told Congress the border was being, quote, effectively managed. We have a record number of illegal border crossings that are coming into our country, drugs pouring in, the cartel's on the rise, and fentanyl now represents the leading cause of death people my age in America. All of these are attributable to failed leadership. All of these have been enabled by Alyssa Slotkin. I'm proud to announce the endorsement of these members here today, as well as the Police Officers Association of Michigan, the largest representative organization of law enforcement in our state. They know that I stand with them, and I'm proud to have their endorsement today. I'd like to invite up former Eaton County Sheriff and former State Senator Rick Jones for a few remarks as well.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Rick. We have a serious problem. Crime is skyrocketing in our nation. What do we hear from the Democrats? What's their solution? Defund the police. That's got to stop. These officers need our help. They need our backing. They need our support. What else do we hear? We want catch and release. That's what the Democrats are saying. We want catch and release, no bond. So we have people committing crimes over and over and over again. And people are tired. They're tired of having dangerous cities. Danger everywhere, danger out in the country. We see it constantly. So today I'm appearing here with Tom. Let's send somebody to Washington that will stand with the police, stand with the sheriffs, stand with us. Thank you.
We also have Clinton County Prosecutor Tony Spagnolo as well.
Thank you, Tom. My name is Tony Spagnolo. I'm Clinton County Prosecutor. I've been a prosecutor for Clinton County for approximately a year and a half. I'm very proud to endorse Tom. Tom was our senator in Clinton County, and he was a very strong advocate for victims. He's a very strong advocate for law enforcement, and I'm endorsing Tom for the simple reason that we are all sick and tired of defendants being treated as victims. Tom is very strong in supporting victims. The fleeing and eludings that have been going on in our county based on the failed policies of the catch and release, the PR bonds, as I stated, is not working. We have folks that are coming through our county on I-69, and it's making it dangerous for all our citizens and everybody that has to use that thoroughfare. Our law enforcement officers, our Sheriff Sean Dush is working hard with his department. Our Sergeant Don Rockford at DeWitt Township is working very hard to keep our county safe in that southern part of our county. So I'm very proud, honored, and happy to endorse Tom. Thank you.
Thank you. As you can tell, we have examples of real issues and real law enforcement needs in our community. I remember not long ago I was passing up over the border between Ingham County and Clinton County, and I saw a billboard with the prosecutor on it that said, and a number of law enforcement officers behind you that said, "Welcome to Clinton County, where we enforce the law." You shouldn't need to have that disclaimer, but unfortunately, because of failed policies in communities in Michigan, we have law enforcement officers that feel they need to put up a billboard to warn people as they come into their community that they're going to be held accountable and that the law is going to be enforced. Every single resident deserves to live in a safe community. Every single person, regardless of their socioeconomic status, deserves to live in a community that's safe, where their kids can freely go to school, where they can play outside on the playground, and they don't need to worry about a record number of murders in their community. That is not happening right now. We need to work differently. It's part of why I'm running for Congress. I'm proud to be here with these law enforcement officials behind me and proud to have their endorsement. So thank you. Rich, I don't know if you have any questions for us.
No, I'm good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for coming today too.